Sleeping? Is it possible to sleep without falling asleep? More about that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, where I share with you my journey towards knowing myself, so I can be myself, so I can be true to myself. Episode 553. Ching. Yeah. So what about you? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible to sleep without falling asleep? Well, I never thought about that. I never thought it is possible. But this is what we were trying to do on the third night, on the last night of the Vipassana retreat. The third night when we didn't sleep. This is what we were trying to do. The instructions were every time before we did the 60-minute sitting meditation, we would say something along these lines. We would say, please let me experience the fruit of insight meditation for 5 minutes. We try to experience this thing for 5 minutes, and then if we were successful, we would go out for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and so on. But what is this specific state of sort of sleeping without falling asleep? Well, this is the state of mind when you get so relaxed, you have zero thoughts in your mind. So the mind shuts off completely. You actually have zero thoughts. But you don't fall asleep because you're still sitting in the meditation pose. But then it feels like you woke up. It happens, let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then you just open your eyes and you thought that you slept, but you didn't, because you're still sitting in exactly the same position. The spine is upright. You didn't really move. And you don't sit on a chair or lying down. No, you're just sitting, doing the meditation, and then the mind shuts off completely. As if the mind is sleeping and the body is not sleeping. So this is what we were trying to do on the last night, and for me, the state of mind, the mindset on the last night was totally different. Up till that point, every single day on the Vipassana retreat, we were reporting for our teachers every day at 2 p.m. and we were always given instructions for the next day. Usually X amount of hours to meditate. We were told to meditate for 10 hours, the next day 11, 12 hours. And for me it was always sort of for game, for competition. Like I had a number and I want to reach this number, so I tried to do it. And then the next day I would go to the reporting, I would talk to my teacher, I will report how many hours I meditated. So on the first night without sleep, we also had something similar. So we need to meditate as much as we could. The second night of no sleep was a little bit different, but we were given instructions exactly how to do, how long to do the walking meditation, the sitting meditation, and it changed. But for me, it was very similar concept. At the end of the day, when I was reporting, I needed to report how many hours I did. But on the last night, it changed for me. Like, I wasn't in a competition to reach a certain number of hours of meditation. I just wanted to experience this state of ultra awareness, this state of sleeping, but not really sleeping. This state when your mind just shuts off completely. So for me, it wasn't about doing 16 hours of meditation or 18 hours of meditation, like I'm doing some kind of competition. I need to prove myself. I want to show off to my teacher. I just wanted to meditate long enough so I can reach this state. So doing the meditation, for me, not as part of a competition, not to show off, not to prove myself. I just wanted to experience this state. And for me, it was a total change of mindset. And it felt a bit like a closure. All the Vipassana retreat, I was sort of pushing to certain numbers. But then, the last night, it was different. In the next episode, I'll share with you why I couldn't really reach this specific state and what specific challenges I faced. But more about that in the next episode. So back to you. Give yourself a few minutes today and remind yourself the last time where you felt the deepest state of relaxation. Maybe you were with friends, maybe you were alone, maybe you were on a vacation, maybe you were just walking or sitting in your favorite place. Give yourself a few minutes today and just put yourself back in this moment where you felt the deepest state of relaxation. Do it today. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.